Hello, I'm Adriette Wallace from Core Concepts Pilates. Welcome to today's class. So for today, we'll have a shorter class, but it will be all about preparing the body doing a push-up. Okay, so if we think of the push-ups, I want to say posture of the push-up, we find that we need a lot of strength between the shoulder blades. So it's those two muscles sitting like this between the shoulder blades, and we call them the rhomboid muscles. Okay. So if we think of our deep arm line, so that's just a fascial explanation, but the deep arm line comes all the way from the little finger through the forearm, through the tricep, and connects all into the rhomboids. So what we see a lot of times with certain 4-point kneeling exercises, people to struggle to keep their elbows straight. And then we also struggle to engage into our rhomboid muscles. Okay, so we're going to prepare the wrists and the forearms a bit more before we start going into some strengthening exercises. So the first thing is our web space between the thumb, and we're going to release there a bit more first. So I want you to go in 4-point kneeling. So for this class, you're going to need a spiky ball. If you don't have a spiky ball, a tennis ball, or then if you don't have any of that, I'm going to show you some manual releases as well. Okay, so we're going into 4-point kneeling with our spiky ball, and we're starting off preparing some space in the web space. So you're placing that ball between the thumb and the index finger, and you're just going to apply pressure downwards, almost like you're doing a CPR into the ball. And I want you to keep your thumb straight. That's it. So you're pushing down. Good. And you'll feel quite a lot of a stretch in that thumb and in your web space. And just keep on breathing. Good. Do another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to change over towards the other side, and I'm pushing downwards again. And I can already feel that my dominant hand, my index, my web space is much tighter. So what we also see with the 4-point kneeling position is that people's wrists get sore. So this is all about creating space to get more extension in the wrist. So that's taking the wrist in that direction. So what keeps us from going into extension, if we've got tight forearm muscles, tight web space, and then also a lack of stability between the shoulder blades. So that's all the things we're looking at today. And just keep on breathing. Good. We're doing another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just sit back, give those wrists a shake. Okay, so from there, we're going into 4-point kneeling, but I want you to have your hands slightly closer towards the knees. We're going to change the hands position, that the fingers are facing towards you. If your wrist doesn't like that, you're welcome to have your fingers facing forward and just starting off with a bit of mobilization, and then go into a 3/4 of a turn and then a full turn. So you can decide how much you want to, I want to say, turn your wrists. Open your thumbs a bit wider. Good. And I can already feel, if I'm sitting back, I'm getting quite a lot of a stretch in the forearms. So I'm going to tuck my tail, I'm going to round my spine and drop my head. And I'm going to do small bounces backwards into my cat stretch. And then inhale, open and arch again. Good. Doing a few more of them. Exhale, tuck the tail around the spine. I'm looking towards the pelvis. I'm pulsing. For 3, 2, 1. Open and arch. Good. And just have a look at your thumbs spaces. So I'm going to exhale around my spine. Bounce for another 3, 2, 1. Open and arch. Good. Last round. Exhale. Tuck the tail around the spine. And I'm bouncing back. for 4, 3, 2, 1, and open and arch. Well, and that's hard work on the wrists, on the forearms. You can sit back in your resting position, give the arms a shake. Well done. Okay, so from there you can just sit. We're going to prepare the forearms a bit more. So you can either use your spiky ball, or I'm going to show you a manual release. So if you've got a spiky ball, I want you to apply pressure and do a twist and turn on the forearms. Okay, if you don't have that, I want you to give yourself a donkey bite. Okay, so I'm just going to take my watch off, and I'm going to, you can also feel which one feels more effective. So we want to have a burny pulling feeling. So I can feel the donkey bite works, I would say, better for me. And especially if you're working in front of a desk the whole day, our wrist gets tight in flexion. So that's why we're preparing the wrists for a bit more of extension. And then I want you to rub all the way around your elbows. You can keep moving your hand, your forearm, and then we're moving upwards towards the upper arm. And we're basically just rehydrating this fascia line. That's it. All the way. And especially here over the deltoid area, so it's this outside part. So I'm going to give my skin or the muscle a bit of a squeeze, and I'm just moving this arm. Good. And just keep on breathing. Good. And I can even feel here on the inside, I'm a bit tighter. If you think of what range you need for a push-up, we tend to get tight in the pecs area and in the bicep area, and then we can't go down as low. That's it. And just breathe. Good. So we're going up a bit higher. So you should feel that or see that your skin is getting redder and warmer. So I'm grabbing the skin in front of the pec. So you don't have to grab the muscle itself. You can pull the skin slightly away, and I'm breathing and I'm moving my arm. You can do all of this in standing as well, if the body doesn't like sitting that much. And just keep on breathing. In through the nose, out through the nose. Good. And change direction of your movement. Good. For another 3, 2, and 1. Good. And you should be very aware of that arm right now. Good. So we're going over to the other side. I'm giving myself a donkey bite. You're welcome to use the ball. And throughout this, keep on breathing into the belly, into the pelvic floor. Good. And we're working slightly higher up. Good. And also, once again, feel if the one side feels tighter than the other side. Good. I'm working my way up towards the upper arm. And now I'm going to grab the skin. And I'm doing a squeeze movement. I'm moving the lower arm. And just breathe and squeeze. And you'll also feel a difference between your dominant and non-dominant side. Good. All the way up here. That's it. If you find a burny spot, go over that area. So that helps to open up from that rounded posture. Go do another 4, 3, 2, And 1. Good. Now we're grabbing the pecs and or that muscles or the skin over the pecs, and I'm circling my arm and I'm breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And you can move, you can change your hands position again if you feel that there's more stiffness in that area. Good. And I'm changing direction on that movement. Good. Do another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. The wrists are working hard. Give the shoulders a roll. Okay. So the next part we're going to prepare before we start strengthening is we're going to place the spiky ball behind the shoulder blades. If you only have a roller, that's also fine. Then I'm going to show you alternative for that as well. So you're going to lie on your back. That ball goes to between the shoulder blade and the spine. I'm starting on my left-hand side. And I want you to lie completely flat. You can support your head with your other hand. That's it. And we're doing exactly the same movement again. You can go up and down, or you can make a circular movement. And just keep on breathing. Good. So this is all about preparing the body. We are creating space in front of the shoulders, at the back of the shoulders, to do a push-up more effectively. Good. And hopefully you get discomfort behind where that ball is. So there's not a lot of rules with this fascia release part, as long as you keep on breathing. Good. You're welcome to move the ball up a bit higher, a bit lower. Do another 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And let's change over towards the other side. Good. I'm putting the ball in between the shoulder blades, or in the right shoulder blade. That's it. And just move until you find that sweet spot. Good. And I'm firstly just moving my arm up and down, feeling that the jaws are relaxed. I'm not making a fist. And I'm still breathing into the belly. Good. Now start making circles. Breathing in and out. And it's normal if you feel a bit of a referral pain down the shoulder, towards the neck. That muscle attaches at the back of the skull, and it runs like a diamond shape down towards the lower back. That's called the trapezius. So the more superficial layer is called the trapezius. And we want to loosen the rhomboids. That's just below the trapezius. Good. And let's just change direction of the movement. So the lower the forearm is, the deeper you'll get into that stretch. Do another 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Take that ball out. And just before we go into push-up, place that ball behind the neck and just do a few nods there of the chin. Rotate the head from side to side. Go do another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Good. So you're coming up into 4-point kneeling position. And you're going to place your hands underneath your shoulders. You're spreading your fingertips open a bit wider. Hopefully your wrists are feeling much more comfortable in this position. So I want you to just take your body weight slightly more back over the hips. That's it. From there, we're going into retraction and protraction. So retraction means you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. So it's arching slightly between the shoulder blades. And as you exhale, I'm pushing through my little fingers and I'm engaging between the shoulder blades. So what we see a lot of times, people go there in their upper backs. So we don't want that. We want to keep the upper back neutral and just isolate the movement to the shoulder blades. So we're going to do a few of them. So we're inhaling, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, pushing away. Good. Feel that the thumbs are open wide, little fingers are open wide. Inhale, squeeze them together. Good. And we're doing another 4. Feel that both shoulder blades are engaging equally. 2. And the last one. Engage and release back to neutral. Good. Just give the wrists a shake. So if this is still too intense on your wrists, I'm going to give you a modification against the wall. So you're going to stand against a wall with your hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Spread your fingertips a bit wider. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale and push away. So exactly the same exercise. Okay. So if your wrist doesn't like it, or shoulder, you've got shoulder pain, stay against the wall. I'm going back to the mat again. So from here, I want you to open your hands wider and open them as wide as the mat. Okay. So our push-up is going to look a bit differently. So you're going to inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lower down as low as you can go, exhale, and push up. Inhale, squeeze them together, exhale, push away. Good. Feel that both shoulder blades are working equally hard. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, push up. Good. We've got another 4 of them. And 3, 2, and the last one. I'm going to stay at the bottom, start bouncing up and down. If you want more of a challenge, walk your hands even wider open, and you can even shift your body weight slightly more forward. And we're bouncing up and down. Spread your fingertips, bounce towards the right-hand side. You'll feel more of a pec stretch, and bounce to the left. Good. Bounce to the right. Bounce to the left. And we've got one more round. Bounce to the right. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades together. Bounce to the left. Come back to the middle. Push up all the way. And take a quick break. Well done. Hopefully you can already feel those rhomboids burning a bit. Okay, and that's actually a very simple push-up. So now we're going to progress that a bit. We're going to our ladies push-up position. So hands are slightly more forward, or hips on one long line. And we're going into our retraction again. So you're going to inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, exhale, and engage. Inhale, squeeze them together. So if you're feeling your lower back, squeeze your glutes slightly more. Think of length at the back of the neck, that the neck isn't hanging. And my elbows are staying straight. One more. Exhale. Engage. Sit back. Give those wrists a quick roll. Well done. So in that ladies push-up position, we're going into the, I want to say a push-up now. Good. Good. So we're going back into that ladies plank position. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together. With the inhale, you're lowering down. Exhale, pushing back up. Inhale, squeeze them together. Exhale, push up. And we're doing another 3, 2, last one. Well done. Sit back into that resting position. Open the knees a bit wider. And just breathe. Well done. Good. So for our last bit, we're going into a full plank. So you're going to walk your hands slightly more forward. You're going to straighten your legs. Hands are still a bit open, a bit wider. And I want you to glue your inner thighs together so it helps with the core line. So we're breathing in, squeezing my shoulder blades together into retraction. Exhale, engage. Inhale. And engage. That's it. With that exhale, you'll feel the abdominals engaging. Last one. And take a quick break. It's hard work, especially if you're breathing a bit longer, exhaling a bit longer. It almost feels like you vacuum packing your abdominals. Good. So we're going into that full push-up from here. So we're back into that full plank. Squeezing the thighs together. Inhale, go into retraction. We're going to lower down. Exhale, lift. Good. For another 3, 2, last one, and sit back. Well done. That's hard work. Take a deep breath in and out. Well done. So I hope you could feel your shoulder blades working hard for that, and well done with doing all those push-ups. See you next time. Bye.